It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers on Monday night.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league.
Off he goes. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Here's Love. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin Eckler now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
That is hard! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go. A big play there for Washington. 32 yards.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. They're running here with Robinson. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Here's Nixon on the return. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Packers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. 18 yards on the pickup there and a 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Love to throw. That's Dobbs open left side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And nice work here. He's got the 1st down to about the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Got his man at the 6, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. Now Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
third and short, and it's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On the option, here's Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Love to throw it on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. To throw is Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
On 2nd down, Love. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Packers going to use their final timeout now. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This a 31-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Man in motion is Brown. Another run here for Robinson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Throwing is Daniel. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. It's second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. It is a big-time play for the Packers. A pickup of 44 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Now Love gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That is caught by the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a designed run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Daniels now going to look to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. Finding room across midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
First and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's pressure, gets there, and down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. On play action, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This one on off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this will remain a 3-score game.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He's going to keep it himself. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? 3rd and goal coming up. They'll run with Jacobs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw on the move is caught. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that is incomplete with McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Running is Jacobs. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
So, it's a win for the Packers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.